Hey guys, MTU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the AxyToys Dinosaur Battlefield T-Rex Black Version Deluxe figure. Big shout out and thank you to Big Bad Toy Store for sending this over for me to review for you guys. Please check out bigbadtoystore.com, link in the video description below for all the AxyToys, including this Dinosaur Battlefield T-Rex Deluxe Edition Black version. So I'm really excited to really branch out into other action figure lines and see what is really out there and share with you guys here in the collecting community. So starting here with the AxyToys figure, a lot of awesome things coming out from them. So again, I was really excited to be able to check this out for you guys. Checking out the box, you could just see how massive this figure is in the package. So taking a Marvel Legends look, you could see how big this guy is, and it's just pretty insane. So really excited. Taking a look here, we got a dinosaur logo on the sides. Here we can actually take a look at the figure itself and see all the awesome accessories and things and armor that he comes with, which is pretty crazy. Here you can see AxyToys, Alvin XY, AxyToys, and then here, Dinosaur Battlefield. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of the box and take a look. Check out this look at the figure there. Here on this back of the card, we actually get the full backstory of the character. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and pause the video now so you can take a look. You can find AxyToys at all the different social media accounts down there below. And here we have the figure, and looking at the tray, it's just insane how large the figure is. But not only that, all the different deluxe accessories that he comes with is all neatly placed in this tray here. And the details on these things are just incredible. Absolutely incredible. So we're going to check all of these things out and show you guys what it's really all about. Really excited to take a look, so let's get to it. Okay guys, so I have just the figure out of the package, and this thing is just like insane. Because I haven't had an AxyToys figure before, let alone one of these Dinosaur Battlefield figures, but this thing is insane. The amount of articulation that is on him, the details that are on him, the armor that is on him is just crazy. There's a regular version that you can get of this guy without any of the armor pieces, but for a little bit more, you get all the armor. So it just makes sense to get all of the entire deluxe version. And it's just insane. Like, I haven't even had a chance to look at all of the different pieces and things yet to understand what exactly they are, where they all go onto the figure and everything, because it's just, it's frankly overwhelming to me, but it is just crazy. The figure itself is awesome. Amazing details throughout the figure. Like, look at the paint details, like on the scales and stuff on his back and everything. Just incredible. But the armor pieces, the details on those are just insane. The articulation, like the toes are articulated, and then he has all the articulation you want everywhere. Butterfly joints, the elbow, the bicep swivel, double jointed knees, the ab crunch, or the diaphragm cut. All kinds of crazy things. He does come with an extra set of hands as well. So he kind of has these open hands, and then he's got the two grip hands there for all of the different accessories that he comes with. And keep in mind, I don't know where all these things go yet. I don't know exactly what everything is, but I'm going to show you guys what this guy comes with. So taking a look here, this blade here, it looks like it's got some dried up blood on the ends of it as well. It's just crazy detail in the paint. It just came out looking really good. Look at that. Amazing sculpted detail and paintwork on this. So we have this blade here, the sword. Then we have like this axe here, and just look at this. Look at the paintwork there again. The dried up blood on the blade portion of it. But the handle and everything. Just look at all the details. It is just absolutely insane. Insane. And I wonder, because I'm now looking at this little peg there, if this handle, if this goes together. And I think it does. So it's not just an axe. It's like a whole entire staff. Look at that. That's over the height of the figure itself. That's how large it is. So looking at the handle, the sculpted detail and paintwork on this thing is just insane. Like, and that's pointy as hell. Like, careful there. That's gonna poke you. But man, oh, just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. The paintwork is just stunning on this. I'm looking at some other pieces, and again, I don't know exactly what everything is yet. I don't know if this hangs down from his armor somewhere, but look at the detail there. Look at this bird skull there. It just looks crazy, and it's got a hook, so these things are going to like hang from somewhere on the figure itself. I'll have to take a look at images and kind of look to see where everything kind of is supposed to go and hang on the figure. But the details are just crazy. Look at this Triceratops skeleton armor piece. I think this is more like a shield. Oh, you know what? Look at this. Let's see. No, that's gonna... I have to see how everything is supposed to like fit together. Is it? I mean, you can, I guess, customize things any way, any different way you want to do, which is kind of cool. So let's see, like this. Maybe no. So you can kind of customize it. Again, I'll have to take a look at the images to see how everything pieces together. Looking at the shoulder blades, look at this. We even got this little ring in there, which looks like a shiny gold color. But the paint detail and the sculpt work on this is incredible. It's got a little bit of pliability, but you do want to be careful with it. Not too sharp. It is a little rubbery, but you don't want to like break that off or anything. But the details are just insane. We get the 2 shoulder pads, as you could see there. Just crazy. And then this looks like his helmet. There, rubbery piece, but the paint detail looks quite good on there. So just crazy. And then, not only that, he's got a cape that's got wires in it. So you can shape out the cape to flow and everything. It's kind of tattered at the end there. And we get this nice fur texture there. So I'm going to put all of these pieces together on this AxyToys Dinosaur Battlefield Deluxe T-Rex. I'm going to put all of these armor pieces, I'm going to figure out where they all go and piece it together on the figure to show you guys. Because it's just incredible. I'm kind of floored and blown away at all of the different things that this guy comes with, and I can't wait to see how he's going to look pieced together. I've seen pictures, but I want to see how it looks here in my hands in front of me, so let's check that out. I can't forget, we also have this extra little bag with other little different jewelry, accessory pieces, and things like that that come in there as well. So just crazy. I think these little pegs here are going to help keep those shoulder pads in place too. So now let's put this together. Okay, so I want to point out these little spikes and things that was in that little Ziploc bag. So these things are actually going to go onto certain places of the figure. So if you notice, like right here on the shin guard, there is that hole there. So I got to figure out exactly which pieces are going to go where. But these are things that where you're just going to kind of plug it in, and you have this like armor piece with it's got that little spike on there just to give it a little bit more added detail and things like that. So there's certain number of certain pieces. I just have to figure out exactly where they're going to go on the figure to give them that final look. Okay, here we go. Here we have the Dinosaur Battlefield Deluxe Tyrannosaurus Rex fully armored up, and this thing is just crazy. I went ahead and put that Triceratops skull. At one time I did have it on the helmet, but I took it off as it was kind of made him even taller, and it was a little heavy for it. So I put it actually on this staff here, and I think that actually looks really cool there. I put that sword and that axe together to make a longer weapon. But here we have everything on there. He's got kind of dangling jewelry and things. I've added the horns on the armor pieces, on his gauntlet, the forearm pieces, the shin guards, as well as the helmet. So everything is really in its place. And again, this thing is just incredible. It takes the Tyrannosaurus figure to a whole new level. Everything on this guy is also removable, by the way. So you actually can have just the blank body of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and then you can see all the articulations and things like that. I will say, when he's fully armored up, it's difficult to do everything because there's just so much going on to it. But the details are pretty insane. And it's just kind of crazy, everything that they thought of with the jewelry, you know, pieces, the bone pieces and everything hanging off of like the belt and stuff. It is just absolutely crazy. I love the way it looks. It is just absolutely menacing and everything. You have the cape here with the fur, and again, it has the wires in there so you can make it flared out with wind and things like that. You can just kind of have it drape down all the way and kind of curve in if that's what you wanted to do. So all kinds of things that you could do with this guy, but just looks absolutely incredible. So my first AxyToys just really blew my expectations out of the water. I really didn't know what to think. Thinking, oh, it's going to be a pretty cool toy. I didn't think the details and everything was just going to be this crazy on this guy. So let's go ahead and zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about, and then we'll take a look at the articulation and all of that. So here we just have a zoomed in look at the head sculpt, as you can see there, with this red eye, with the helmet on and everything as I turn around with the tail kind of getting in the way. Just crazy details throughout. So we'll kind of get this helmet piece off. So looking at the scales or the skin of the Tyrannosaurus, just looks incredible with the paintwork and the detail that's actually in there. Just insane. Looking throughout the figure too, you look at the armor pieces and the dangling jewelry pieces and the weapon and everything. It's just crazy what they did in the paintwork and everything. Like, I can't, man, it's just absolutely incredible. Like, look here, all these pieces, you just hang them on there and everything. Here's like that skull, that bird skull piece. It's just crazy, the detail on this guy. You know, adding those little spike pieces on there makes a huge difference as well. Just crazy, crazy details. Okay guys, so I actually want to show you guys the articulation without the armor so you can see how the figure itself is able to move around. The armor and pieces and things like that, I'll show you guys kind of how that can move around. But looking at the figure, we have all the points of articulation. The tail itself can kind of move up and down a little bit. That's kind of where it's supposed to be, and it does help balance the figure out as it is very top heavy. But the tail can be removed, as you can see there. It just kind of plugs in there. I'm actually going to keep the tail off so I can better kind of position the T-Rex figure to show you guys the articulation and things like that. There is a bit of a bendy wire in here. It doesn't hold in place as well, but you can move it around, so just a heads up on that. But again, for this portion of the video, I'm just going to have the tail actually removed so I can give you guys a better look at the articulation of the T-Rex figure. The head itself, this neck piece is actually kind of a floating piece. It's on a ball joint in there, so you can move the head around. The neck itself will kind of pivot around and things like that, but truthfully, you're just really moving the head around. The jaw has an articulated jaw, so if you get the head to look up, and then you can open up the jaw that much there. To get the head out, you can make him look up that much there. Looking down, you can get him to look down that much, which is good. He's going to tower over any of his foes, so he's going to have to kind of really look down anyway. And then you can get some tilt and some motion there in that head sculpt. The shoulder, as you can see, there's a little bit of a butterfly joint in there. It's kind of a floating piece, but you can kind of move it front and back just a tad, not a whole lot. There is the shoulder hinge that you can get the arm to go straight on out like so. There is a bicep swivel in there, and then a single jointed elbow. So single jointed elbow like so. You do get a swivel at that elbow. Wrists swivel, and they do hinge as well. We got the diaphragm cut on here and a ball joint at the waist, so he could tilt to his left in total that much. You could tilt to the right in total that much there as well, which is pretty good. You can do a swivel at that waist and then a swivel actually at that diaphragm cut as well. Leaning back, you can go that far back. You do see some gap in there, and coming forward, unfortunately, isn't nearly as much there. You just really have to utilize kind of the hips in there a little bit. You can get the legs to go out that far apart like that. You can kick forward only so far. Unfortunately, he is, again, very large up here. You do have a thigh cut in there, so you could swivel at the thigh. You get a double jointed knee, so that much bend there at the knee, which is actually really good. There is no calf swivel. You do get an ankle pivot in there. You can hinge the foot down. You can hinge the foot up. Each toe does have some articulation in there as well, as you can see. So crazy amounts of articulation. Just insane getting this T-Rex to move around. So yeah, man, it is a beefy guy. You need a lot of space to be able to maneuver this guy in certain ways, and then, you know, add on the length of the tail to the back of the figure just makes him even larger. But he is pretty incredible. So there is the T-Rex Deluxe version articulation. Alright guys, that is my review of the AxyToys 1/12 scale Dinosaur Battlefield Tyrannosaurus Rex Deluxe version in black. This is the black version. There is a red version that is on pre-order right now. This black version Deluxe is actually in stock at bigbadtoystore.com right now. So link in the video description below to get this figure and any other AxyToys or Dinosaur Battlefield figures in this line. My first venture out into kind of some other 1/12 scale figures, kind of the import figures and things like that. AxyToys is not a company that I've had any prior figures with, but I could see how amazing they are, because the sculpt work is extremely detailed. The paint work is incredible. Lots of really cool things to really like here. This is a very beefy figure. It is huge, but it is, yes, a 1/12 scale figure, but just incredible. You can get this figure with the armor, which is the deluxe version. There's also just the blank body, so if you don't want any of the armor pieces, you can have that and just kind of have like this badass looking dinosaur figure if you want. Or you can get the deluxe version. You don't have to have all of the different armor pieces on there. You can pick and choose what you want to have displayed on it. You can have less. You can put it all on, whatever you want to do, so it gives you a lot of really cool customizing options. You know, the weapon here, if you want to put the blade and the axe together into one like I did, or you can want to put the Triceratops head on the helmet, you can do that, but I just kind of put it on this staff here, which is really cool looking in my opinion. So lots of awesome things that you could do with this figure, so pretty incredible. AxyToys knocked it out of the park, blew my expectations out of the water. Really cool things. If you guys like this figure, please leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. If you guys like the video, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit that join button to become a channel member and be a part of the MCU Collective. And as always, thank you for watching. And again, don't forget to check out BigBadToyStore.com for all your AxyToys Dinosaur Battlefield needs.